Hi all, welcome to a new video. So in today's video, let us see how we can place an FNO order in ICICIDirect.com. So FNO means futures and options. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have already logged into my ICICI portal, and this is the first page that you can see once you logged into the ICICI portal. So after that, you need to click on FNO here. So after you click on FNO, then you need to click on place order. So once you click on place order, these are the different options which you can see. You can see future plus stop loss, option and option plus. So these are different options which are available under FNO. So first let us see how we can place an option plus order. So for that you need to click on this option plus tab here. So once you click on the option plus tab, these are the details visible to you. Okay, so in option plus we get actually huge leverage. So now let us see how we can place a order using option plus. So for example, in this example, let me select call option and let me select the stock as Nifty. So once you select Nifty here, then you need to select a contract. So for that you need to click on the select contract button. So once you click on the select contract button, these are the contracts available for trade. So you might notice something that the contracts are available only till 11th. So if you're using option plus, you will get the contract only for that particular week. You cannot take a contract beyond that. So that is one of the limitation when using an option plus. But if you're using options tab, then you are able to select beyond that actually. Probably I think till March 29th, the contract which are available till March 29th, you will be able to select that. And also this option plus is like a intraday trade. So you need to square off the position on the same day itself. Okay, so for example, in this case, let me take this contract which is at a strike price of 14,800. So let me click on buy here. So once I click on buy there, you can see that the particular contract is selected, and also you can see the current price of that particular contract, that is 234. And let me, by default it is selected as buy, let me keep it like that only. And also you can see you need to mention the quantity here, and it is highlighted that one lot is equal to 75 quantity. So you cannot buy less than 75, or you cannot just randomly select, like for example I cannot just randomly go and buy 80 quantity, something like that. So minimum you have to buy 75 quantity, and if you want to buy beyond that, then you have to buy in lots actually. For example, you have to buy either two lots. So two lots means 75 into 2. So that much quantity you need to put here. Suppose you are planning to buy 5 lots, then in that case you need to multiply 75 into 5. So that's how you need to buy in case of options. So in this case, let me just put one lot, so that is equal to 75 quantities. And you have two options here, that order type we have two options like market and limit price. So for example, suppose if you want to buy this contract at the market price, so you can select market here. And suppose if you want to buy at a desired price, like in that case you need to select on limit, and your desired price is like for example 230. So you want to buy this contract only when the price reaches 230. So in that case you need to select the amount as 230. Then after that you need to give a stop loss price. So let me, for example, let me give the stop loss price as 210. Okay, so after that, like suppose if you want to see like how much capital is required to place this particular trade, then you need to click on view margin option here. So if you click on view margin, then you can see the capital required to place this particular trade. So as you can see, 4,312 rupees that is required for you to place this particular order. So after you have completed the details here, then you need to click on submit. Once you click on submit, you will be able to see few details here like the order validity date, what is the limit price at which you're going to buy. So some details you'll be able to see here, and once you are okay with all the details, then you can click on proceed and this order will get placed. So this is how you can place an option plus trade in ICICIdirect.com. So now once you have placed the order, now let us see where we can see the details of that particular order. So for that you need to click on FNO here. So there are two options actually. Either you can go to the order book. So if you click on order book, and if you go to, since we have placed an option plus order, you need to go to option plus. And if you would have submitted and proceed confirm the order there, you could have probably see the order details here. And also under this particular block you can see whether the order has got executed or it is still pending for execution. So for example, we have set the limit price as 230. So in that case the status of the order will be still open until the price of that particular contract reaches that particular amount which you have given as limit price. So once the suppose if the contract price reaches 230, the amount which you have given as limit price, then the status of this order gets changed and it will be displayed as executed. So this is where we can see the details of the order which we have placed. And suppose our order gets triggered and it gets placed, like once the order gets executed, then we can see the details of the order also in open positions. So if you click on open positions and if you go to the option plus tab, so here you should be able to see the contract details and what is the quantity you have bought, whether the what is the profit and loss. So all those information you will be able to see under this particular open positions and under this option plus tab. So now let us see how we can place an order using option. So for that you need to click on this option tab. So once you click on option tab, these are the details which is visible to you. So here let me select the option and let me put the stock code as Nifty. So once I select Nifty here, then I need to select a contract. So click on select contract, then all the available contracts are visible here. So as I said, till March, I think, oh sorry, I was wrong, till 29th of April. So till 29th of April, what all the valid contracts are visible to us, and we can place an order in any of these contracts. So like in option plus, we were able to select only the contracts for the next week actually, not beyond that. So that is one of the difference between option and option plus. So in this case also, let me select the same contract which I had selected for option plus. So that was expiry 11th February and 14,800. So let me click on buy here. So that contract got selected and this is the current price of that particular contract. And let me select the quantity as one lot, that is 75. And here we have an additional option, that is order validity. So suppose if the order validity is day, suppose you have submitted this order and that particular order will be active in the system until it get executed. So that's how it works if you select day. And suppose if you have selected IOC, so IOC means immediate or cancel. So if you have selected IOC and if you have submitted this particular order, what happens is that at that point of time, if the order doesn't get executed, then it automatically gets cancelled. So that is the difference between a day and a IOC order. So let me select it as day itself, and order type I have kept it as limit, and let me put the limit price as 230. And we can also see we need to put the stop loss trigger price here, but this is not mandatory in actually option, but in option plus we have to specify a stop loss price, otherwise we cannot proceed. So let me just show you that if I try to submit, the system will not stop me to place this order. So if I click on submit, see I'm able to place this particular order even without the stop loss trigger price. So what happens is that suppose if we place this particular order in option, we need to keep the required margin in our account. Otherwise what happens is that system squares of the position and it will not allow you to carry forward that particular position to the next day. So that's what it is clearly written here. So in option, if we are placing a trade, we should always make sure we should track our position and we should always make sure that we have enough margin in our account. Otherwise our position will get squared off. So that's how we can place an option order. So once you click on proceed, the order gets placed, and the same like how we have seen the option plus, we have to go to order book here, and if you click on this option tab, you will be able to see the details of the order which you have placed. And once the order gets executed, so similarly once the order status become executed, in that case you can go to open positions, and under this option tab you should be able to see all the details like contract details, what is the expiry date, what is the quantity, So all those information you will be able to see under this particular tab. And also we have a feature like we can also calculate the margin, required margin to execute a particular trade. So we have a margin calculator feature here. So if we click on this margin calculator, so you can enter the details here and you should be able to like able to know like how much margin is required to place a particular trade. So for example, let me select the quantity as 75 and let me put the buy price as 230, and similarly I'll put quantity as 75 and in this case 245. So once you enter these details and if you click on submit, so the system will let you know like how much margin is required to place that particular trade. So this is also a useful feature which is available in options. So now let us see how we can place a future plus stop loss order. So for that you need to click this particular tab, future plus stop loss order tab, and after that you need to enter the stock code. So let me enter the stock code as Nifty. Then we need to select a contract. So click on select contract and let me click on buy. So that particular contract is selected and this is the current price of that contract. And let me put one lot, so that is equal to 75 quantity, and I want to buy this particular contract at the range of 14,900. So let me put that limit price here. Then we need to give a stop loss price as well. So stop loss, let me keep it as 14,850. Okay, so this is actually future plus stop loss order is kind of a is like a intraday order. So we have to place a stop loss trigger price, otherwise we cannot proceed by placing this order. So this is a mandatory field. Actually we definitely have to put a stop loss price. And suppose if you want to know like how much margin or how much capital is required to place this particular trade, so you can click on this view margin option. So the system will show you like how much capital is required to place this particular order. So as you can see, 42,129 rupees is required if you want to submit this particular trade. So if I click on submit, so it will show me the order details, and I can proceed, and this order will get placed. So once this order is placed, we can see the details of that particular order under open positions. So if I click on open positions and if I go to future plus stop loss order, so here we will be able to see the contract details, how much quantity we have bought, and what is the realized and unrealized profit and loss. So all those details we are able to see here. So this is how we can place a future plus stop loss order. So now let us see how we can place a future plus order. So for that you need to click on this future plus tab. So once you click on the future plus tab, this is the options which are visible to you. So let me select the stock code here and let me select the contract. So as you can see, if you notice something, that once I click on select contract, I can see three different contracts, that is for the month of February, March and April. But when we were trying to place a future plus stop loss order, we were able to see only one contract, that is of this one, 25th of February. So that is one of the difference between future plus order and future plus stop loss order. So in future plus we are able to take a contract till 29th of April, but in future plus we are able to take the trade only for that particular respective month. So that is one of the difference between these two. So let me click on buy here. So the contract got selected and this is the current price of that contract. So let me select one lot, that is equal to 75 quantity. And here also we have the same order validity option, day and IOC. And let me select limit price and let me put the limit price as 14,900. And as you can see here also, stop loss price is not mandatory, so we can ignore this field actually and we can try to submit. So the system will not stop me from placing this order. So if I click on submit, so these are the order details, and here you can see that it is system is telling us that we need to keep the minimum margin amount in our account. Otherwise what happens is that once this order get placed and if we don't have the minimum margin in our account, this order gets squared off. So we have to track our position and we have to make sure that we have the minimum margin in our account. So once we click on proceed from here, the order will get placed. So once we place this particular order, then again the same way how we have done for the other type of orders, we need to go to open positions and you need to click on this future plus tab. Then you will be able to see the details of that particular order. So we will be able to see the contract details, quantity, all those details will be visible under this particular tab. So I hope the video was helpful. So if you like the video, please do like and comment, and thank you for watching.